Super Bowl champ Jermaine Wiggins joins me, and he is going to be the judge of NFL free agency thus far. We need a gavel.
Right, I need judge, jury, and execution.
Well, you can use your phone, just don't
Boom.
beat on the desk too hard. So we're labeling moves thus far as either good deals or bad deals. It's simple as that, good deal, bad deal. So we're going to start with, obviously, one of the biggest names, Le'Veon Bell, going to the Jets, 4 years, $52.5 million. Good deal, bad deal?
I would say it's a good deal for the New York Jets because when you look at what he's going to bring to that team, you're talking about a guy, in my opinion, is the best running back in the game. He's able to do so many different things. His versatility, his ability to run between the tackles, his ability to catch the football out of the backfield, his ability to line up in the slot. He just does so many things. And I think when you put him with that Jets team with a young quarterback, it's going to help out Sam Darnold so much when he knows that he has a Le'Veon Bell in that backfield.
You got the Patriots playing them twice this year. So what are you looking forward to, or are you just looking forward to it, period?
Well, I still think, you know, the Patriots are still going to be able to beat that team, and, you know, it shouldn't be like adding Le'Veon Bell now instantly says, all right, the New York Jets are a team that they're going to be able to contend for the AFC East. It's just, it's not going to happen because it all comes down to the quarterback play at the end of the day. But I think when you just look at the Jets team and the Jets organization, I think it's a good fit for them, you know.
Something exciting for
them. I mean, it's going to still be difficult for them to make the playoffs, but it's a good move when you can bring in a good player like that.
How about safety Earl Thomas, 4 years, $55 million going to the Ravens?
That's also another good deal. You're talking about Earl Thomas, one of the best safeties in the National Football League. Even before his injury, the way he was playing in Seattle, he's a guy that can come down, play in the box. We know he can cover. We know he's a big hitter. You look at that Baltimore Ravens defense, you lose your best player in C.J. Mosley on defense, so you got to try to replace some of those guys. So you lose Terrell Suggs, so you got to maybe get a good little player on that side of the football after losing some of those guys, and you bring in a guy like Earl Thomas. People are instantly going to respect him, not just on other teams, but in that Ravens locker room.
Not done there, the Ravens. They also added running back Mark Ingram, 3 years, $15 million. Good deal, bad deal?
I think that's kind of a bad deal. I think they probably could have went another direction. I know that the Le'Veon Bell rumors of him going to Baltimore, I probably would have went there first. If I was the Baltimore Ravens, I would have went Le'Veon Bell before Mark Ingram. So when I look at that deal, I know he's a good player, but now he'll be the focal back in the Baltimore Ravens backfield. When he was in New Orleans, you obviously had Alvin Kamara, a guy that could take some of the pressure off of him, but now he's going to be the guy. I don't think that's a great deal.
A little cheaper than Le'Veon Bell, though.
Right, but Le'Veon Bell is, you know, like I said, he's the best back in the National Football League.
How about Adrian Peterson? He was re-signing with the Redskins, reportedly 2 years, $8 million with incentives. Good deal, bad deal? Good
deal for the Washington Redskins. You bring back a guy that had a pretty good season for you last year, guy that was out of football, and, you know, everybody was like, does Adrian Peterson still have it? He gets to the Washington Redskins, and you're like, all right, this guy looks rejuvenated. He looks like he can still play at a very high level. And if you're the Washington Redskins, you want to try to bring as many familiar faces that you can back on the offensive side of the football. You know, Alex Smith is a guy that you're probably not going to have him next year because of the injury, but to bring a guy like Adrian Peterson back, you know what he can do, and if he can hit lightning in the bottle again, it's a good move by them.
And finally, the trade, I should say, that made everyone's head explode. That is Odell Beckham Jr. being traded from the Giants to the Browns. Good deal, bad deal? Definitely a culture shock.
I would say it is a good deal for the Browns, bad deal for the New York Giants, because when you look at Odell Beckham, one of the top 3 receivers in the National Football League between him, Antonio Brown, and Julio Jones. And if you're the New York Giants, you're looking at your football team, you're looking at your organization, and you're saying, where are we going in the future? We know we got Saquon Barkley. Eli Manning's the issue. If you were going to move on from anybody, that should have been the guy you moved on from, not Odell Beckham Jr. The guy he's still young. He's still an explosive player. We know what he can do. Eli's the guy they should have moved on for. Bad deal by the New York Giants.
Are you at all excited to watch the Browns this year?
I am, but I don't think this thing's going to work.
No.
I don't think it's going to work. Too many emotional, dysfunctional personalities in Cleveland. You got Baker Mayfield, who I think is a very talented quarterback, but you know his personality, you know his ego. You mix him with Jarvis Landry and you mix him with Odell Beckham. We know about both of their egos. And everybody said, yeah, they were college teammates, but when they were college teammates, that was before the money. That was when they were 19-year-old kids, 20-year-old kids.
For the love of the game,
For the
not
love of the
money.
game. They were trying to get to that next level. Now they're both being paid as, top receivers in the league. They're going to both be in that huddle. I could see them in one ear, you got Odell. In the other ear, you got Jarvis yelling at Baker Mayfield. And you know his personality. He's not going to hold his tongue for anything. I won't be surprised if you saw these guys fight.